Hello, guys. Welcome back. Loki is in a great mood. As you know, we're all supposed to be practicing social distancing and not going anywhere. And I haven't seen this much traffic on this road in like 20 years. And Loki just kind of looked at me real beseechingly because a lot of people in town are ignoring the rule not to be doing stuff now that you don't have to do. And he looked at me because he really doesn't like this one neighbor we have. This one neighbor we have is pretty bad. And the neighbor's blasting his radio. I said, go have fun, baby. So Loki toddled off. And sometimes after Loki toddles off, don't expect stuff to happen like right that instant. Sometimes it takes a couple days. I've often noticed he goes in a 3-day pattern between the time he toddles off and something happens. I get, I don't know if it's sacred to him or has something to do with his brother or it's his idea of, having fun. He sets stuff up. And so they've all been I've been having an idea is they're watching people disobey the guidelines. They're all toddling off. Now it doesn't mean somebody's car is going to break down while they're driving or something, not in a way that would hurt somebody. But it does mean that if you're being told to stay home for the next 2 weeks, and this is for the whole United States, not just the part that believes in science. I got back here. You're being asked for the next 2 weeks, in case you haven't heard, to not go to the grocery store and not go to the pharmacy if you don't have to. Now, if you absolutely, absolutely have to, like you have no food in the house or you have no medicine, then yes, you can go out. But you're being asked to not do it for 2 weeks. And if you do have to go out, minimize your trips. A lot of the governors are rightfully pissed off because a lot of people are making a game out of this and going out and getting maybe one item today and going out and getting one item tomorrow. And they're not taking it seriously and they're making a big game out of going to the store every day. And they're asking people not to do that. They're saying, that's just accelerating the spread. And they're frustrated, but for the next 2 weeks, we're supposed to stay at home if we don't need to go out. So I am locked in this house. I'm not even going out in my yard because I will tell you what, nobody in this town is taking this seriously. Everybody's out in their yard doing whatever they want to do, working on their cars, blasting their radios, socializing with each other, not social distancing. I don't think anybody's wearing a mask. And nobody's taking this seriously. They're acting like it's a big joke. And I think as of today, we have over 12,000 cases just in Pennsylvania alone. And we have, a regrettable amount of death, up over 100 at this point for one state. We have more than some countries, and yet people were taking this as a joke. So Loki wanted to know if he could go play, and I'm like, sure, you can go play. So Loki went off and played. Now, we might not know what happened until, like I said, 3 days from now or so, but it'll be something interesting because he loves to play with electronics. He loves electronics. And he loves when he sees people being bad to go over there and help. He doesn't give two damns who their god is or if they even have a god. He will come help. And you know it. He will come help. So he went out and he toddled around. He looks very satisfied with himself, like he broke a lot of expensive shit this time. And, that wasn't me sicking him on people, and that wasn't me, using Loki as my personal attack dog. He was just looking longingly at the neighbor. And I said, go ahead, go. And he didn't need my permission. He was just looking longingly, and I would think he wanted to see what I'd say. I'm like, go. I know you don't like him. Go ahead, go. So Loki went, he toddled off, and he did whatever he wanted to do. And, I think he visited a couple other people he's not fond of because he will make a list. If you know him, he will make a list of the people in your life or the people in your town he just doesn't like. And every so often when he disappears, you honestly have to wonder where he is if he isn't visiting people. He doesn't like everyone, and he doesn't pretend to. He's not Jesus. Loki does not like everyone. There are going to be people that they're going to just Loki's going to hate them from day one because of their attitude or how they treat other people or whatever. So, there are people out there that Loki can't stand. And I'm not talking about people from Lokean community or anything. It's just, it when you work with him. He will take an instant dislike to people. So he went off to have his fun. And I think Asmodeus went off with him because, Asmodeus has a judge aspect. Not as in judge in criminal court systems, but more like Judge Dredd, as one person said. And he's loving the golden opportunity all these people are setting out, because basically no matter what God you say you serve, when you start to willfully break recommendations and you start to willfully put other, people in danger, you've stepped out from under the protection of that God. So it's like an endless all-you-can-eat buffet out there for all of them, and they're going and glutting themselves, and I don't know what they're doing, and I don't need to know. I just feel this energy today of God's going out to see what's going on. God's coming back in very happy. God's going out. God's coming back in. I'm like, good, go play. So the energy in the house is really upbeat and happy because they're like, we're going playing. So it's been kind of amusing. And I kind of got the idea, and I think a lot of other pagans are getting it too, that as they're watching all these people who claim to believe in the one and only God step away from their God by doing deliberately bad actions, they stepped away from the protection of their God. They think they can do what they want. No, that once you start going down a bad path, you've stepped away from that God. There's a line in, I believe the film series is The Prophecy, where, at the end, Gabriel's been very bad. And at the end, he's screaming and everything else, and Satan's looking at him, and he said, the moment you stepped off the path of God, you stepped into my jurisdiction. And Satan just smiles at him. Satan's dragging him off to hell, and Gabriel's screaming and howling and begging for mercy. And Satan's like, I don't beat y'all ass. So it was pretty funny. Again, yay, back here. And I actually thank Satan today, and I thank Loki too, and I thanked all the gods. The government's burning to the ground, in case you haven't noticed, and some Democrat, unless this is, a joke, some Democrats that I can't stand anymore, and they're bringing up Trump on charges of crimes against humanity. I'm like, I love this country. So everything's going to hell in a handbasket, but those of us who, work with the demons will be fine. Whether you work with them as old gods or, Christians as a demon. I told them, I said, I wouldn't care, and I don't care whatever way they want to be seen, whether they're old gods or they're demons. I said, you answer my prayers. You take care of me. You make sure I don't give into that stupid, curious human monkey brain that wants to go outside and see what the fuck's going on. They're keeping me in the house. They're keeping me safe. So I appreciate it. So, I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're still social distancing. And 6 feet means a 6 foot circle all around you. I've seen some really weird definitions of 6 feet lately. So, it's kind of weird, but we've been told to brace for a bumpy couple of weeks ahead. And those are just for, that's for the whole country, but it's also, for the hot spots where they are saying they really don't know. We're looking at the peaks sometime this week, maybe. We don't know. We've been fucking wrong on everything about this disease so far. So, they think they're going to peak. But then, as time catches up with the rest of the country, especially the areas that haven't put any kind of social distancing or stay-at-home orders, as time catches up with them, a 2 week period of incubation catches up with them, then you're going to probably see a jump in cases, and that's not me wishing it on them. That's not me casting some kind of evil spell. That's how science works. This is serious. Nobody's taking it serious, so you're going to see probably numbers jump in the next couple weeks. But we've been told to prepare for that. So just take care of yourself, guys. Social distance. If you don't have to go out for work, don't. If you don't have to go out for groceries or medicine or something, don't go to any fucking parties or beaches or any of that other crazy shit. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.